Hello, my name is Firdaus Ahmed, and I am visualizing income distribution of Canada, particularly those who are living alone or with non-relatives. So I'm working with a data set for approximately 5.3 million people. So these are actually stacked bar charts. These bar charts are ordered based on from low income to high income groups. So, for example, if I look at Manitoba, this is the lowest income distribution of Manitoba. And if I click on this one, so this is the highest income distribution of Manitoba. So if you look at these squares, you can actually, this squares actually lets you choose individual income groups across all the provinces. For example, if I only want to choose the high income people, I can click on this one. So this will summarize the high income distribution across all the provinces. So for example, if I analyze this one, so this is the probably the lowest highest income distribution across all the provinces. So Prince Edward Island has the lowest income distribution for high income people, and Alberta has the highest income distribution for the high income people. Similarly, we can also pick the low incomes, where we can see that the Alberta still has the lowest distribution of low income people. But as we go from left to right, we can see more people living in low income distribution. So these provinces are organized geospatially, sorted from farthest north to farthest south, and then from west to east. Uh, Now, if I click on one of these tiles or polygons, it will allow us to analyze more about the data. So right now, let's pick the splitting criteria to be 6. So let's analyze male versus female ratio for this particular income group. So we're looking at the high income group in Ontario in this income group. So male and female ratio is mostly same. So here the radius of the circle basically represents the number of the distribution of male versus female, and inside this male and female you can see other circles. So these circles represents the age groups. They're ordered from youngest to the oldest. So they are also color coded, so you can also compare between their relative uh, radius. So I think comparison should be done within the male and within female, because the size of the circle matters within this region. uh, so so this is how you can actually look at perform male versus female ratio. So you can also perform this splitting condition based on uh, year. So if I click on this one, it will give me a distribution for this first splitting condition will be done based on year. So we are looking at 2005, there was very small number of people in this particular income group. 2015, it has been expanded. You can also visualize the distribution, so it is fairly same compared to the previous 10 years ago, so 2015, 2005. If I click on this one, as you can see that this in Manitoba, the low income groups is dominated by this particular age group, which is 65 years old or higher. So it's basically dominated by the old people. If I look at Alberta, you can see, you can also get an idea about this one. So I wanted to show, if I click this and if I click on this one, it will say that in Alberta, high income groups, the male is dominated there other than female. Uh, if I click on this one, as you can see, it's dominated by female rather than male. So the low income distribution, more female; higher income distribution, more male is present. So you can also perform some um, more specific search with this one. If I click on this one, it will give us uh, a new distribution based on this criteria. And lastly, if you click one of these tiles, actually this height actually basically represents the relative population within that particular income within that province. So it allows you to have a more uh, you can prioritize your search. For example, these are not properly representative of Canada because not many people live here, but these are really important. So these groups are important. If you click on this one, it will give you a summarized view of the province that you have selected. So if I click on Ontario, you can see that income groups ranging from 5,000 to 100,000. and you can see male versus female ratio, and if you click on here it will give you the change from 2005 to 2015. So I hope you like my project, and that's it. This is everything that I did for this particular course. Thank you.